Hello Gaius. This is the video for Dutch Dance, John Thompson, first grade book, page 37. This week, I sent you a separate sheet which I rewrote the song of Dutch Dance with the articulation added in. It gives you a lot more staccato than what you see on page 37, and that's actually the staccato that I would like you to play with. So, you don't have to practice out of the book. You can practice out of the sheet. That would probably be better. There are no lyrics in it. There's no unnecessary information on your music, because what do you do with those lyrics, right? It's not like you're going to sing along with it. It's sort of nice that it's there, but it's actually, more important that you focus on where the staccato is. And this week I would like you to practice with a metronome, one hand at a time. I don't think I even say that I want you to practice two hands. Just one hand at a time, so that you get the articulation just right and you get the rhythm. The week before, you had no problem with the eighth notes. Somehow this week you do. So I think the articulation thing threw you off in terms of the rhythm. It's a little hard to do when you have staccato and then you have all the different note values. So I will start out with the right hand. That's where the difficulty was. So the metronome is at 100. Right hand only with a lot of staccato added in. 1, ready, go. 2. 2, 3. Actually, one thing that you want to think about is that, some places where you have the slur, such as, the very first measure where you have the D, B, B, right? On the D, you have the accent. Left hand doesn't. And then same thing at measure 2, the D has an accent. And then I put in the 2 staccato. Yeah, I don't have that sheet printed out for me because, I guess I should have. So the accent on the beat 1 at measure 1 and measure 2, and then you have more here. Measure that's a 9 and a 10, and then you have 13, 14. Those accents that look like, the V shape sideways. Imagine with those, you're kind of your wrist is going down. So this song, you don't have to have a still hand. Whenever you have a lot of articulations like the staccato and the accent, you play using your wrist. The wrist will help you, prepare for the articulations a little bit better. So the accent, your wrist goes down. And then when you have a staccato, I like to say you bounce off the keys. So you're going up after you play, but after you play staccato, the accent, your wrist actually going down. So it's a very different feel. So you have that, the accent going down and bounce off of the keys with the staccato, hop, hop, down, hop, hop, down, hop, hop. Now those are what the quarter notes are going to be doing. Now let's go to the measure 5, where you start having your first set of eighth notes. Eighth notes, that's where you have a still hand, just like you did the, you keep your wrist still when you have, the quiet hand. You just basically play using your fingers. Same with those eighth notes too. So the first D at measure 5 is a staccato. So you hop up, and then you land back on the keys, and you keep your hand still. And then on the next B, it does not have an accent, but the idea, it's a drop roll. Yes, I wonder if you remember the drop roll attack from earlier in the book. missing those notes, it's just, you know, you have to get the pinky lined up correctly, and you have to do it's. So whether it's a pinky or middle finger, it's down, up, and then it's down. So yeah, those two quarter notes with the slur over is always an invitation to play with that drop roll attack. So I will yeah, let's actually I wonder if you can kind of focus on what the wrist is doing this time. I will play with the metronome again, and I will play through this whole piece. When I'm playing the drop roll, the wrist will be moving. When the staccato, I'll be hopping off the keys. When I play the eighth notes, the hands are quiet on the keys. Okay? 1, ready, go. Hop. Down, up. Down, up, up, down. 2, 3. Okay, so that's how the right hand goes. It's mostly a, you know, it's a drop roll, you know, wrist down and hopping off, you know, hopping twice after that. That's the right hand articulation. It's actually pretty complicated, but once you get it, you know, you will eventually come to a place where you're like, oh, that's actually pretty easy. You will get used to it. Articulation is just, you know, it's actually a complicated motion, but it's a lot easier than learning how to do tap dance, for instance, right? So yeah, keep on practicing. Left hand is a lot easier because you mostly only have that, you know, down, hop, hop, down, hop, hop. That's, you know, mostly that's all there is, except for a little bit at measure 7 where you have, but it's just, you know, you just hold it down, hop, and down. Okay, so I will play the left hand alone this time. It's really mostly down, hop, hop. 1, ready, go. Since it's the end, I will play both hands once with the metronome and check out and pay, you know, I'm going to exaggerate all the articulation because this is a dance. It should be exaggerated. 1, ready, go. So that's the Dutch dance. But for this week, just right hand with a metronome only and left hand with a metronome only. Okay? So keep on working. I hope you get a hang of the wrist down and the hop hop thing, you know. That's what you need to master in this piece. Okay, bye.